My name is Kelvin Polanco. I'm from class 8 The Legends. I graduated from Riverdale Country Day School. Currently I'm attending Cornell University and I'm planning on majoring in biology and society. I'm a first generation student from my family, so I'm the first one to attend college. So matriculating to Cornell, it was definitely a victory for me and my family. It was definitely a milestone in my life. It was always the one goal I had since 3rd grade. TEAK opened doors for me. It was, I always thought that college was the final thing for me. Once I got accepted, that was it. But along that process, TEAK was sort of telling me, hey, do a community service event here. Go out and explore the world. Do something you've never done before. And it was kind of eye-opening for me. I knew I could do those things, I just didn't know I could do them to the effect that sort of TEAK expected me to. And I think that's the one thing that I definitely got out of the program, you know. They have these expectations from you, but then once you know that you can do those things, it's kind of like, all right, what's next? So going to Riverdale having graduated, it definitely was an experience that I don't think I could have gotten out of public school. The school is predominantly white, and me coming from a school that was predominantly Hispanic, it was kind of like very different for me. You know, I had to sort of figure out the ropes, sort of involve myself in the community, but also like not let myself go as an individual because I know where I came from and I was learning where they were coming from, so it's kind of like, how do I blend those two together? It definitely opened up different perspectives for me. I definitely had to sort of put on somebody else's shoes and see what life is like for them, and overall it just helped me become a better, well-rounded individual. One of the opportunities TEAK offered me was actually an internship at the American Museum of Natural History. And I mean, the best thing I got out of it was just sort of learning how to be an adult, what is expected of you as a professional later on in your life. I know I want to work with kids at some point, you know, whether that's kids, you know, in middle school, kids applying to college, something of that nature. I always want to give back, and you know, TEAK is a big defender and promotes giving back in so many different ways. It's just because you forget how much people help you out during this process, and you always have to be aware, like, you know, they helped me out. How is the next generation, you know, going to come up, and you sort of have to take that initiative yourself. So. Reading the application, they were talking about all these fun events while they were promoting education, and it was kind of like, it doesn't sound like it's just completely for the academics, you know. They care about something extra. I didn't know what it was when I was applying, but I was just like, you know, maybe I need that little extra, and maybe they can help me get it. So I applied. TEAK definitely taught me to, you know, realize that it's okay to fail, it's okay to be wrong, and it's an opportunity to better yourself. The greatest challenge I had in terms of getting to this point in my life was actually admitting defeat. You know, you always want to be right, you always want to be successful and see yourself in a positive light, but it's sort of important to step back and say, you know, I did this wrong, or, you know, I didn't do the best I could here. So TEAK definitely helped me realize that sometimes your best isn't your best, and and when that happens, you sort of have to self-reflect and take a step back and say, okay, how do I better myself? Physical therapy is what I'm actually considering now, but I'm a big advocate for giving back. And at some point, with whatever I'm doing later on in my life, I don't know what I want to do yet. I just want to make sure I give back, just because, TEAK has done so much for me. High school I was in, did so much for me. And the people I'm working with in college now are still doing a lot for me. And I just want to make sure I do the same. If you're given an opportunity and somebody tells you, hey, you can be better, you can better yourself, I mean, why not take it? Just because you never know when you're going to get that opportunity ever again. You don't know when the next time somebody's going to see potential in you or see that, you are an astounding person. So just take it.